Day to you. And I thought I'd kill an hour with you guys, and then I'm going to walk the dogs. What is that song? I'm trying to work it out. It sort of goes without your sweet love. That one. What is it called? I know this one's called "And I Love You So." Hi, Vincenzo. But what is that song called? That is "Sweet Love." Oh, "Complete Love." I don't know the words to it very well either. Do any of you know the name of the Elvis song I'm talking about? That's the one. Yes. Let It Be Me. I'm playing that. Do you mind if I play it, guys? Because it's one of my favorites. And then we'll start chatting, guys. We can still carry on chatting while we're listening, yeah? Let's see. Obviously, I want the Elvis version, not Tom Jones. I wonder if we can see him singing it. Right, I thought we'd start off with a bit of music. Of course, we need our cups of tea. So what we're going to do, well, let me do an introduction just so that anyone new is on here. We are Team Elvis. Shall I put Elvis on in the background? Of course. We're Team Elvis. We're defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. My name's Louis. I'm 57. I'm from the southwestern UK near Bristol, in a small holiday town called Weston-super-Mare. I grew up on the seaside. So we defend Elvis and the bloodline 7 days a week, twice a day. And it's all about disagreeing with people that are saying things about Elvis and his bloodline that are not true, that are unfair, that are blatant lies. We defend, and we do it together. And we encourage people to join us, to join Team Elvis. Now, as somebody else put it earlier, and I had this discussion with my wife. Yes, we gossip. We gossip a lot. A lot of what we say is hearsay. A lot of what we say is chit-chat. Sometimes we have some evidence. Sometimes we have documents. We have a lot of research, a lot of interviews, a lot of reading. You know, I don't like reading, but unfortunately, sometimes I have to. And together we exchange information, and bit by bit, we try and get to as close to the truth as possible. Now, we do talk about breaking news. Any new breaking news we talk about. We don't just defend Elvis. We are also an Elvis channel. So please don't think that because we're called Defending Elvis Presley, that's all we do. Because we will go through the movies and we will discuss many different topics. But yes, when things arise, we jump in there and we defend together as Team Elvis. So I am going to carry on with this story of the secret grandchild or great grandchild. Some of you are adamant it's great grandchild. Some of you are adamant it's grandchild. The possibility that Lisa Marie donated an egg to John Travolta and Kelly Preston. Possibility that Riley Q donated an egg to Kelly Preston and John Travolta. Thank you, Vincenzo. So we have the judge. Let's have a look. We have the judge's response to Bridget Cruz. By the sounds of it, had to somehow introduce new evidence that proves that Priscilla is still connected to Florida. I think this is why this new information has come out, that there is a grandchild in Florida. Now, okay, we don't know. It's all speculation. It's all hearsay. There's no evidence. So I have got the document. I'm going to read the thing that has been released. I don't know if it's an actual document. It's a press release. Yeah. I'm going to read that out. But I did notice a comment just came in just now, and I thought I'd read it. Then I thought, well, actually, I could go to that video, the latest video that I did that is concerning the so-called secret grandchild or great grandchild. I thought, well, let's refer to that video and see, and just read a few comments off that before we start reading things out. Marion says, now it's that Marion, that's a coincidence, because someone has messaged to me, and I'm going to read it to you. It's Nicole Turk. Now, Nicole Turk, are you there? Are you one of our subscribers? I love Shauna. Now, do you remember we did mention that Shauna had voiced her views and her show, her great show last night? Really good, guys. Go and watch it. So this comment, which came in 15 minutes ago, I love Shauna, but she also does mention that John Travolta doesn't live in Florida. And I do think that was a main point that she mentioned on her show. Now, remember, none of us are proper researchers. None of us are experts. None of us, we're all stabbing in the dark. Even other shows, a lot of us, yes, we are reading information, we're Googling information, but a lot of the information that we refer to could be wrong. Unless we were there, yeah, it's us repeating stuff that other people have repeated. So we can get our facts wrong. So the fact here that Shauna has got something wrong, and this subscriber, Nicole Turk, has picked up on it. And I think Marianne, let's have a look. Was it Marianne? Oh, Marianne, I haven't seen that. I'll check that in a second. So John Travolta has a home in Florida. Yeah, I'm going to shut that door because I don't want the dogs to upset things. The dogs will run in and annoy me. While I'm at it, I'll warm my tea up. So the wife is out with the kids and the grandmother. My son is up. My two sons are here. So they may come in. One of my sons is with his girlfriend. So I want to do a good hour with you guys. Then I'm going to go for a run, and then I'm going to walk the dogs. This is my plan. My plan of the day. I was gonna drive my 1967 camper, but in the end, I didn't. Okay. Right, got my tea. Now, do you guys have your cups of tea? You must have a tea or a coffee so we can go through this together. Okay, now, welcome to my kitchen. It's messy. The dogs are noisy. My kids are noisy. My wife tells me off. We're in my kitchen in Southwest UK. Right. So the point I was making is that none of us really know what we're doing, do we? None of us. Even the experts, even the people that say they are experts, probably are not, because ultimately we get it wrong. We don't get everything right. So let's, I have made many mistakes in my videos, in my live streams, in my shorts. I get my dates wrong, my facts wrong. I mess it all up. I don't get things right. So I'm the first to admit I mess up. Right. So I love Shauna, but she does mention that John Travolta doesn't live in Florida, and in fact he does in his primary residence. I do find these accusations hard to believe. She's obviously talking about Elvis having a secret grandchild or great grandchild. Yeah. I honestly think it's fake. It would make more sense to me if they claimed it was Lisa's donated egg. Which one is it, guys? Lisa or Riley? She went through egg retrieval to have the girls through IV. I didn't know that, but Amy Collette, who is one of our brilliant advisors, researchers, did say to me that Lisa had complications. So I didn't know that she had the twins through IVF. I didn't know that. Did any of you guys know that? Honestly, I didn't know that. As a mother, I was thinking about helping a friend by giving them a baby. I would do it before asking my 20-year-old daughter to donate an egg. Okay, I understand that. She's basically saying that Riley at 20 is too young to donate an egg. By the looks of it, she doesn't feel that Lisa Marie, obviously being much older, would ask her 20-year-old daughter to help Kelly Preston, John Travolta donate an egg. Okay. Now I don't really see what the big deal is about a 20-year-old woman donating an egg. I don't really I don't think it's that big a deal. So I do see your point. This woman's using age, isn't she? Right, let's have a look. I want to stick to the topic of babies, basically. Let's get on the video and see if there's any others. But there's a few things I want to go through with you guys. So I just want to see if there's any other comments just on that particular video. That's the one I'm more concerned with. Right. Okay. Right, sorry, I'll scroll down so I can see your comments, guys. I've just sorry, I've missed all your comments, but let's just quickly let me just check your comments. Sorry. Good morning from Chicago. Hey, Clayton, are you new? Welcome, my friend. We love new people. Are you new? Right, let me just rush through these comments. It was a link to a former Scientologist, and he says about Elvis's great grandchild. I believe it. Right, is that right? Okay, Marion, isn't this the one with Aaron? Is this Aaron? Yeah. We did play this yesterday. Let me just double check, Marion. Let's just check on my. No, nothing's coming through, Marion. Ah, there we go. Yes, right. Let me click on it. Make sure it's the same one. Yes. Right, let me just pause that. Marion, we did this yesterday, but yes, I've been through that. I've watched it 2 or 3 times, and obviously, again, he is going. Some of his video is about 20 minutes long, wasn't it? Was from memory, nothing really based on fact. He has read the same thing, the Bridget Cruz press release to do with the lawsuit with Priscilla. So I can't take his word as gospel, but a few people are. I know that he is a well-respected guy. I know that his life with Scientology has been like seriously difficult. And I know that he does a lot of good. And I know that his YouTube channel is amazing. Aaron, yeah? So let's just keep checking. How would Cruz, right, let me just check these messages. How would Cruz know the information someone would have had to have told her? My guess is Priscilla, and we know how trustworthy she is. Well, we've actually had Bridget Cruz on this show, Mr. Chip. She's been on 3 times, and she allowed us to question her. Now, they were close for quite a while. They had done quite a lot of business together. The auctions, GWS auctions, a lot went on. Priscilla was authenticating, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. Priscilla was writing letters to authenticate certain items that GWS auctions was auctioning. This is just an opinion. I'm not going to say it's fact. They definitely were close. And they were very close. There's many pictures of them together, very happy. I think from what I've read, Priscilla had got herself in a hole. There's a possibility of a very expensive tax bill that she couldn't afford. Her income had reduced. So Bridget Cruz and Priscilla came up with this plan. I think there were 4 contracts signed that I think Priscilla demanded that Bridget Cruz be present when these contracts were signed. And as far as I know, they come up with this happy little business ideas together that was going to make Priscilla and Bridget Cruz a lot of money. But then it all goes pear-shaped. Priscilla completely changes her mind, does a complete U-turn, and ghosts Bridget Cruz. Bridget Cruz feels that she's owed a lot of money, compensation, because Priscilla is out in the world, still making money and not giving Bridget Cruz her percentage, and Bridget Cruz's associates. There's 3 others. And I think the other thing was Priscilla did also sign away her name, image, and likeness. The name Priscilla, yeah? Now, the name Presley was sold years ago to Bob Silliman when they sold Elvis Presley Enterprises, years and years ago. That's an old story. But she did now sell the name Priscilla, yeah? Now, remember, this is all going from memory, so I won't hold myself to everything I'm saying, yeah? So the Bridget Cruz thing is the reason we are talking about the possibility of this grandchild or great-grandchild, yeah? This, I think, because of it, we're going to have to go through it. Let's have a look. It was it right. Let's have a look. Mr. Chip, right. Michelle is saying to Mr. Chips, Priscilla and Bridget Cruz were good friends and worked together. Yeah, they did. And you can see videos of them together on YouTube. Right, Vincenzo, I've just Googled it. John Travolta lives in Florida. Okay, well, there we go. That's going to get a bit of a backlash on Shauna's video. Now, you know, we got to be careful, guys, because sometimes we put ourselves out there as, how can I say it, as almost we call ourselves experts, we call ourselves expert researchers, and well, if we trip up on our facts, it can be difficult because the Elvis people are smart. The Elvis fans are smart. And if you say something wrong, they've done way more research than I have. Yeah. And other YouTube channels. So if we mess up our facts, but say that we know what we're doing, that we are 100% correct, we can trip up, which is why I always say, I ain't no expert. I'm no guru of Elvis. I get loads of things wrong. I always say that. Now, there are some people on here that have done a lot more research and really done some decent research. People like Amy Collett. But we still get it. Even Amy will get it wrong sometimes. None of us know it 100%. So I put it out there that we can't ever say something is fact. As much as we love Elvis and we're trying to research and do our homework and get the pictures and interviews and documents, we can never say we're 100% right. At the end of the day, Elvis died in 1977. Yeah, so we're talking 47 years ago. So, and even with these recent things, we're not there. We're not there. We're just repeating secondhand information. Right, let's have a look. The comment Priscilla with Navarone made in the interview clips on your last fight, she was basically saying that Lisa didn't think before she spoke, more damage control. I tell you what, I played that to my wife. Guys, I played that to my wife. Now, because you've mentioned it, Valvis, I think I'll play the ending of it. Let me just get it. Well, I won't find it now, will I? I actually played it to my wife. I'll be honest with you, I was quite sickened by that video. It starts off very harmless. You've got Navarone. Oh, I know, it was Vibex that sent it me. You've got Navarone. Let me see if I can find it. Stood with his mum. Just quite a harmless interview to do with animals and certain countries eat their animals. Just nothing to do with the book. Now, the guy who questions it, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it, guys. The guy who questions Priscilla, out of the blue, just says, you know, how's the book going? Can any of you send it me? Because let's have a look. Is it here? Let's have a look. No. Let's see if it's on my, I'll just see if it's on my history, guys. Do any of you know the video I'm talking about? Let's just see if it comes up. It's only a minute long, and let's just see if it's going to come up here. The way that at the end of the video that she bursts out laughing, which I don't understand. It's almost like she's drunk or something. Is that it? No. Just doesn't add up. No, it's not here. So let me just double check with Vivek's video. Now, how many of you have seen it? Is Vivek's on at the moment? Let's have a look. Let me just double check. I'm just seeing. No, she's not on. Right, I'll have one last check. She sent it me on email. The weird thing is I've got 2 email addresses. So let's just see if it comes up, guys. No, it's not coming up. So Vivek, if you're on, resend it me and I'll play it for everyone. But the bottom line is this is what happens. The interviewer says, oh, how about, Riley's book, blah, blah, blah. So asking how well it's doing or how's it, Now, the sort of answer you want is you want her to say, you want Priscilla to say, oh, I'm so proud of it. It's a bestseller. It's doing so well. I'm so proud of Riley. She doesn't. She laughs it off. A very strange laugh. Now, when your daughter, who passed away, January 2023, and the interviewer asks the mother, if it was me and I was the mum, I would probably get a bit emotional. I'd be so proud of Riley, the granddaughter. Oh, yes, she's done this book and it's amazing. So much hard work went into that. But and then I would just probably get a bit tearful. All right, thank you, Jane. I'd probably get a bit tearful, but she doesn't do that. She sort of has this weird laugh. Jane sent it me. So Jane, thank you. She has this weird laugh. I'll tell you first, and then I'll play it. And then at the end of it, she says, oh, yes, she says a lot of stuff, but she probably regrets it later. She's talking about her daughter who died not that long ago. Remember, Riley will get to see these things. And this weird laugh. Now, I'm not going to play all of it because I'm not interested in seeing Navarone. But she's at an event, and it's something to do with animal cruelty, yeah? Right.
To hear about the 40th anniversary of LCA, how special is this organization to you and all the work?
Let me get my stand. I know it's only a minute long. I'll play it. Thank you, Jane.
And I fell in love with that dog. He was my little companion. And I've had a dog all my life. I've got 3 right now. But if I had a ranch, I'd probably have a whole field full of dogs. They're very important to me. They're my support. They're everything. And so I'm here to support Chris and what he does. And in a big way, so we need to get more people involved. I welcome them to give support for him. For Last Chance for Animals, yes.
And Chris does such amazing work. How special is it that he gets to keep this organization going and have people like you to come out and support and keep it alive?
Well, there's a lot of animal lovers out there. They don't even know, where to go to. Having Chris, Last Chance for Animals, joining him if they want to help out, join him and his crusade to help these animals stay alive, not eaten. And that's what's going on in Korea. So we're trying to absolutely stop that. He went over to Korea talking to people. It's going to take a while, but I think they got the message big time.
And I have to know, you recently returned to Graceland for Lisa Marie's new book. What has the reception been like from readers around the world who have read the book?
What is reception? I think they like it. My daughter, love her to death. She's a big heart. But she would come out and say what she felt at the moment, which I think and admire her for that. And then she'll regret it.
Oh, guys, right. I don't know, guys. Oh, Lisa Marie, we miss you so much. God rest your soul, Lisa Marie. It breaks when I listen to that, I get this gutted feeling in my heart on behalf of Lisa. Oh, anyway, love her to death. She literally says, she bursts out laughing and then says love her to death. Love her to death, guys. And I know what your views are at the moment with this do not resuscitate thing that's going around. Now, I personally think she completely reacted to that incorrectly. Yeah. Now, for a start, she sort of spoke about the book. Oh, yeah, it's doing all right. No, it's a massive bestseller. It's going around the world. It's a flipping phenomenon. It's this book, yeah, which is an absolute bargain, by the way, in England, £12.50. This is a massive success. The time that went into creating this book by Riley Keough, thousands of hours, but not just that. Riley Keough decided to do it. She didn't have to. Riley Keough could have, oh, I'm just too busy. Now, Riley is very busy, very busy. Don't forget, she's also inherited Gracelands with the twins. Yeah. And so to decide to do this book so quickly after her poor mother passed away was a massive undertaking, thousands of hours, a massive commitment. She has done a brilliant job. It is a success. It is a bestseller. Now, remember, from the fans' point of view, she has removed Priscilla from the cover. Yeah, that speaks volumes. And she has allowed all of the negative stuff that was said about Michael Edwards, about these alleged allegations, to remain in this book. The negative stuff said about Priscilla as a negligent parent, Priscilla Presley, remain in this book. And then she's gone around the world promoting it. Doesn't that speak volumes? So to all the people out there that have got something bad to say about Riley, no, let the book do the talking. The book says everything we need it to say to attract the authorities, the police, so that everything can get investigated. Anything to do with Michael Edwards and Priscilla can be investigated. Riley, all she has to do is promote this book to get the info out there. I was watching interviews last night in Australia. This book is being promoted around the world. Riley's doing her job. She's being very smart. She's not bringing it up in interviews because she probably isn't allowed to. So just watch this space, guys. We need to support Riley, and eventually good will prevail. Good will prevail, in my opinion. Yeah, give her a chance, give her time. It hasn't been long since this book came out. So anyone that thinks that Riley doesn't defend her mother, you are very mistaken. You are very mistaken, because she didn't have to make this book. She did not have to finish this book. She could have put it in the cupboard forever. But no, she did this book almost immediately. She was working on this book on her mother's 16 tapes. And this book does make Michael Edwards look disgusting, and it does make Priscilla look like a seriously bad parent. So Riley is the reason this book was finished, Riley Keough. So we support you fully, Riley Keough, and the twins. Anyway, right, I think, so that I don't waffle too much, I want to read the Bridget Cruz thing. I don't know how many of you on this show, and welcome, by the way, welcome to Defending Elvis Presley. I don't know how many of you are up to date with the Bridget Cruz trial, you know, the lawsuit, lawsuit, yeah? It's all to do with contracts that were signed between Bridget and Priscilla. I think there were 4, because Bridget Cruz, when she joined our show, said there were 4 contracts. Priscilla just changed her mind, said, I ain't doing that, and walked away and ghosted Bridget Cruz. This is why the first lawsuit was served. Bridget Cruz is saying that she's owed compensation. I don't remember the figure. It's probably millions, yeah? And then there was a bit of a time gap, and then eventually Priscilla countersued with using her lawyers and said elder abuse, that she had been conned and ripped off. And Priscilla isn't just suing Bridget Cruz, she's also suing her 3 partners, yeah? So it all went a bit quiet. We've heard that Bridget Cruz had changed her lawyers or sacked her lawyers, recruited new lawyers. It's all been a bit quiet. Not much has gone on. I think there was something to do with a date was set where Bridget Cruz had to file a certain motion or something. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think the date was missed. So I think, again, just thinking out loud, when I read this out, it'll probably become clearer. I think that Bridget Cruz, this is the answer to Marion's question. I think Bridget Cruz had to give the judge a reason to allow this lawsuit to carry on. And her reason is that she had to prove Priscilla was still connected to Florida and that Florida was an important part of Priscilla's life. So Bridget Cruz's way of doing that was to say that she's got a secret grandchild there and that she had been trying to buy a home there and she's got a lot of friends there. So I got a message last night saying that the judge has accepted Bridget Cruz's information. It's not evidence. He just accepted that it's something that needs looking into. And so now the motion has been passed to that this will carry on. This lawsuit will carry on. So I want to read that to you. We'll do that now. It can be quite long-winded, guys. It does sort of stop me from replying to all of your comments, but I need to at some point address this because I was going to do this yesterday. I was going to do this morning and I didn't. So let's find it, guys. Let's have a look. So I've got a certain thing on my Facebook where I store all of my here we go. There's the picture. Let's show you the picture first. So this is what I'm sent. There is Bridget Cruz. Court accepts lawsuit change with claim about previously unknown Elvis Presley granddaughter. So here it's granddaughter, okay? Now, Bridget Cruz, there's plenty of, if you want to find out about Bridget Cruz, guys, she's got her own YouTube channel. She's on Instagram. She's a very flamboyant figure. I call her a female Colonel Tom Parker. This GWS auction company that she used to head, I'm not sure where she is with it now, is massively successful and made this woman a very, very wealthy woman. And she has built that company up with her partners. And now I do think once this information came out where Priscilla was allegedly writing letters to authenticate Elvis items, I think they've lost a bit of credibility, haven't they? People are a bit unsure about the auction company now, and they're also unsure about the Elvis items that are being sold in this company, if they are genuine, but not just that, if the value of these items has been inflated by Priscilla writing authentication letters. So it's all pretty worrying, isn't it, guys? Yeah. So, right. Okay. Now, so the court accepts the lawsuit change with claim about previously unknown Elvis Presley grandchild. Okay. So at the moment it's saying grandchild. Yeah. About an hour ago at 2 p.m., Judge John E. Jordan in Orlando ruled that he was granting the unopposed motion by Bridget Cruz to amend her lawsuit against Priscilla Presley. So it doesn't matter what we say, guys. This is going ahead. Now, it doesn't mean it's true about the so-called secret grandchild of Elvis Presley. But I will say this. Yeah. Now, I'm sat on the fence. I don't know if it's true or not true. I won't go either way at the moment. Now, so many of you are saying it's definitely not true. I'm pretty sure that Shauna's show was like, it's bullshit. Yeah, I won't say that. I think it's too soon to say that. I'd be interested to see what other Elvis channels say. Yeah, I'd be interested to know. So I will just say this. Now, if it is not true, yeah, and Bridget Cruz using her attorneys, has pushed this through and got a judge, Judge John E. Jordan in Orlando, to allow it to go through, to allow the lawsuit to carry on based on the information that Bridget Cruz has about this secret grandchild. She's going to look pretty stupid. She's going to look pretty stupid, which tells me that it might be true. It might be true, guys. Now, can I just ask you again, right now, do any of you think it's true? Do any of you think that there is a secret grandchild of Elvis in Florida? I'm just interested to know what you say at this point before I read the rest of it. So Jane says not sure. Need more proof. Debbie. Marcy. Hi, Marcy. Is that a new name? Welcome to Team Elvis. Debbie. Marcy is no. Carolyn is not sure. Pat. Need more proof. Come on, guys. There's 40 of you watching. Let's see it. Just rubies. Anything's possible. I think it's possible, but also we have a child involved. Yeah, we definitely do. Don't forget, Deborah, whether there's a child involved or not, this is going around the world. This is being covered by hundreds of news companies. Yeah, so our little tiny little Elvis YouTube channel is not going to affect anything. It may be true, Louis. Egg donation isn't something, but I agree, Linda. I don't think there's anything wrong. If it is true, it's fine. If there was a donated egg by Lisa or by Riley, great. I think it's a good thing. Yeah, seriously, I'm not running this show now to have a dig at it. No way. We're talking about it because we want to know if it's true. That's where we are. Let's have a look. So, not unless I see DNA to the contrary. That's Mr. Chips. It may be true. Right, so let me just keep reading. Angel Eyes, gone walkies at the moment. I can see you all. Hi, Helen. Helen's with us. Trudy, it could be possible. Adrian, I don't think so. Natividad, good morning to you. You're late. Oh, don't worry, you're here with us. Okay, right. Come on. Anyone else? There's 40 of you watching. Come on, let's have a new person give us an answer. Come on, one of you 40, I dare you to jump in and do a comment, please. Welcome to Team Elvis. You're very welcome. Adrian, not now because we're doing this show, but wouldn't they have said, hey, Adrian, you can send it to me on a voicemail. Are you on our Facebook? And then I can play it. Because the problem is, if you ring me, it interrupts my phone, and I'm using my phone to read out the information. So, Adrian, can you post it on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, and then I'll play it on here. Let's have a look. If you rewatch Shauna's video, she did say there was a child, but nothing to do with John Travolta. Okay, Jane, fine. I'll rewatch it. Yep. Now, remember, the comment about Shauna also came in from someone on my YouTube channel, yeah? Let's have a look. Even if it's true, why is it Cruz's business to say anything? She is full of it. Well, I think that's been explained in this that I'm reading out. She's using it. Bridget Cruz is using this for the trial, for not trial, it's the wrong word, for the lawsuit. For the lawsuit, yeah? So that is the reason, Monica. Let's have a look. I think in time all things will come to light. Yes. Can you see my messages? Yes, Marion. She never knew. Right, let's have a look. It is about. It's only about the diet plan. You could just text me, Adrian. I'll happily give you as much advice as you want on the carnivore diet, the keto diet. And it's Dr. Ken Berry. You look up on YouTube. Just text me any question you want and I will answer it after this show, okay? Anyone wanting to do the carnivore keto diet, I'm here to help, yeah? Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube. Right, let's keep going. Aaron sounded sincere, but when he said he had forgotten about it, how could he have forgotten? I know Aaron is a reputable, credible, decent YouTube channel, but it doesn't mean he's right. It doesn't mean he's right. And the fact that some of the stuff that he talks about is from memory, it doesn't mean it's fact. Yeah. All right, Adrian, I haven't seen that. I'll check that later. Adrian, I haven't seen it. So don't worry, Adrian. I'm after the show, 100%. I will check your text and I'll reply to you straight away. I just didn't have it. I might have fallen asleep. Right, let's carry on. So now, sit back a bit. The sun's in my face. Let's have a look. We don't want the sun in my face. Right. It's that time of day where let's get the camera a bit nearer. Okay, that's all right. That seems to be working. So now, the official version of a lawsuit is now the one with the stunning claim that we reported on Saturday that Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley have previously unknown grandchild living in Florida. Cruz initially filed her lawsuit last year, suing Presley for breach of contract, and we first broke the news about the case in February at the Daily Beast. I'm not sure what that is. Cruz accuses Presley of breach of contract after she alleges that she had helped Presley come back from the brink of bankruptcy, only to be shut out once things were going better for the former wife of Elvis Presley, that's basically what happened. Yeah. Priscilla, guys, she did go back on the contracts. She did. She ignored them. She ghosted them. She basically said, I shouldn't have signed them. I was tricked into signing them. Yeah. Let's have a look. Priscilla retaliated with the help of entertainment attorney Marty Singer, who announced in July that Priscilla had filed an elder abuse lawsuit against Cruz in Los Angeles. Also, Priscilla is denying that Cruz's lawsuit is legitimate because Priscilla says that she has no ties to Florida. Okay, so now remember, she is saying, I'm trying to get out of the sun. Remember, if I sit like this, we might get out of the sun. Remember, let's move over here a bit more. Now, remember the fact that, how can I explain it? That is why this is all being brought up. The fact that she's saying that she still has ties to Florida is why she's brought up this so-called secret information about an alleged grandson. Yeah. Now, I will say this, guys, and I can ask you this as well, right? Would Bridget Cruz lie about this? I'm asking you guys, because don't forget, Priscilla and Bridget Cruz were very close friends. They were very close friends, very, very close. Yeah. So would she lie? Because she's going to look stupid in front of that judge. Do any of you agree? She's going to look silly. Yeah. So, one of the Presley females donated an egg would make said child Elvis's grandson or great grandchild and affect the Presley estate. Wouldn't, I don't see why not. I'll tell you what comes to my mind, and I said this yesterday, that would mean there's 4 heirs to Graceland, because obviously at the moment Riley's in charge because she's of age. We know that Finley and Harper eventually will join in. I'm not sure what age. Is it 18? Is it 21? Is it 25? Because remember, Lisa was 25, wasn't she? But if this is true, it means that whoever this child is, if that child exists, will inherit Graceland with the other 3. So this is a big deal, guys. No, Monica, she does, yeah. Bridget Cruz is a larger-than-life character. But I will say this, Monica, if you go back to the live streams that we had where Bridget Cruz joined us, she was very respectful. She answered all of our questions. We asked her a lot of questions. Were any of you here on that show? I think Carolyn might have been. She joined us 3 times. Yeah. She also joined Shauna's show, and she also joined Tenderly Loving Elvis. She also joined Presley Mania. So she had been on 3 shows, and she actually asked us to do a live stream with her. She wanted me, Shauna, Rhonda to do a show with her live. She was prepared to answer any questions. So I will say this. I don't know her. I will say this. She was friendly and respectful. She was. Now, there is a chance that Bridget Cruz has been wronged by Priscilla. There is a chance. She's been wronged by Priscilla. I will also say this about Bridget Cruz. She is very, very successful. Yeah. So will she want to make herself look stupid in front of a judge? Will she? I will also say this. These contracts were signed and sealed with witnesses. These 4 contracts that Priscilla signed, even signing away the name, image, and likeness of Priscilla. So I wouldn't take Bridget Cruz lightly, guys. I personally think, how can I say it? I personally think if Bridget Cruz has got the gall to go to a judge and say, by the way, Priscilla has a secret grandchild in Florida, it could be true, guys. Could be true. I'm no Bridget Cruz fan. I'm just saying. Right, let's just read the comments. Linda, it does seem possible, doesn't it, Linda? It does. Carolyn, I don't see why she would lie. Now, Monica talks about her wanting attention. Well, that's okay. I don't see that as a crime, wanting attention. I don't. Crystal, there would be something written in legal papers that would keep that child from claiming any of the Elvis estate besides Tupelo is not included. So if from Riley, definitely no. Well, Tupelo's let me just work it out. Let me just work this out a minute. No, because Tupelo is the grandchild. So I don't think Tupelo's in the mix because she's 1 step away, isn't she? We're talking about the children of Lisa Marie. Yeah? Isn't that what we're talking about? Oh, I see what you mean. Are you saying that if it's Riley's? I get it, yeah. So you're basically saying if it's Riley's egg, then it's equal to Tupelo. Yeah? Is that what you're saying? If you're saying that, okay, I get it. Yeah. Let's just check the other message. So Bridget Cruz has, sorry, it jumped up then. So Bridget Cruz has permission from Travolta's family to say all this. No. Now remember, Monica, I'm no legal expert. I'm no lawyer. I'm no solicitor. So I'm going to try and answer your question. There is an ongoing lawsuit. The judge said that Bridget Cruz has to prove that there's a connection of Priscilla to Florida. Bridget Cruz is using the fact that there's a possibility that there is a secret grandchild of Priscilla and Elvis to prove a link to Florida. So this is a legal thing to do with the lawsuit. Right, okay. Remember, I'm no expert, guys. Elvis is almost 15 years ago, so that of us, Aaron, forgotten wasn't really significant to him. He remembered when reading about the lawsuit. Well, I'll be honest with you, because Aaron was going from memory, it does make it less credible, in my opinion. Yeah. Let's have a look. I don't think Aaron is much of an Elvis fan, so it wouldn't be that significant to him. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Aaron. He's a good guy. I have nothing against Aaron. Nothing. Seems like a really good guy. If it's true, they may have made a deal with John Travolta where his son would have no part of Graceland. JT is worth a lot of money. They definitely would not go after my Elvis's money. Yes. Do you know what, Dan? Because Lisa was so close to John Travolta and Kelly Preston, I think you're probably right. But it's still, we don't know. But I 100% see your point. And to be honest with you, I don't think John Travolta would even want the money. I don't think he'd want it. Yeah. Even though I'm not happy with John Travolta's link to Scientology, he is a good-hearted guy, isn't he? Is it? Do we think he's a good-hearted guy? I think we do. Yeah. And obviously he's gone through hell, losing Jet, losing his wife to cancer. You know, you've got to feel sorry for him for that. You know. So Marianne is saying that Bridget is right, which is this, you know, we don't know, do we? We're waiting for a reaction. We've had no press reaction we've had no statement given from any of the family, whether it be Riley or Priscilla, have we? Nothing. So we are all stabbing in the dark. So Linda, egg donation is different to say an adoption. Yeah, Linda, yeah, I see your point. Now, I was watching an article yesterday that was saying that they do, if you carry the baby, that can give you rights. But this is just what I read, yeah. So I don't know. So Pat says Donald Trump was helping Priscilla trying to find a home in Florida. And I did hear this. Somewhere. I'm just interested in getting more facts before I say it's true. Yeah, definitely. Vincenzo, I agree. Dan, I agree. John Travolta is a good guy. Come on. But I will say this. He had, you know, in the 80s, he was recruiting people for Scientology, wasn't he? Recruiting celebrities. So we have issues because we are protective over poor Lisa Marie and what she went through at Scientology. So we do have questions to ask John Travolta based on the fact that he did recruit for Scientology. And I've heard that they get 10% of the money that is spent by the people they recruit. They get 10% of it at Scientology. So it ain't straightforward, is it, guys? So Crystal, Bridget is a smart woman and she could lose all by saying this without basis. The courts do not play. I agree, Crystal. I agree. Well, if there was a deal made between Lisa and John Travolta, why does Bridget have to share that private info with anyone? I thought Priscilla had ties to Florida to buy a home. I just think that Bridget feels to prove to the court there is a tie from Priscilla to Florida, she had to bring that up, the whole secret grandchild. That's why. Now I'm not going to make Bridget Cruz the bad guy. I'll tell you why, because I think Priscilla and Bridget have been up to no good. I think equally they've both done some wrong here. So I'm not going to side against Bridget. I'm going to say, let's see what happens. Up to now, Bridget has only been respectful to us. Now, I'm not a Bridget Cruz fan. I'm just saying, let's see what happens. Yeah. Now, remember, Bridget had these contracts signed, and Priscilla is the one that reneged. Bridget didn't do anything wrong. She did the contracts. Priscilla agreed. Priscilla changed her mind. Now, if there was wrongdoing that forced Priscilla to sign these contracts, well, that's different. Then Bridget Cruz has done something wrong. But we haven't been told that yet, have we? No, well, we have. Priscilla is saying that she felt conned by Bridget and her associates, isn't she? Felt ripped off. Yeah? Elderly abuse. It's complicated, isn't it? I think the info so far is confusing. We need more, because if it's Riley's son, it should be Elvis's grandchild. Yeah. But we don't know if it's Riley's or if it's Lisa's. Hi, Helen. Welcome back. You got your coffee? Just rubies. Are they talking about Travolta's sperm mixed with Presley's egg? Well, that's quite a question. I'll let everyone else answer that. Guys, Just Rube says, are they talking about Travolta's sperm mixed with Presley's egg? Can you answer that one? That's a bit too much information for me, but a good question, a very good question. He was recruiting celebrities and he was paid a commission. Yes. So I like John Travolta, but come on, guys, he's a Scientologist. We can't just fall in love with the image of Saturday Night Fever and Grease. We have to go, no. Yeah, same goes with Tom Cruise, isn't it? Just because we like Top Gun doesn't mean we agree with the way he is, with his relationships, with his children. So I know Tom Cruise is more extreme than John Travolta, but it isn't straightforward. Marion, is there a way for me to see all of the live chat here instead of just at the top? Yeah, I don't know. Yes, there is, Mariam, but I can't tell you how to do that. I am seeing all of the live chat on my screen. You see all of it. I think there people are on here that are tech savvy that can tell you what to do. I don't know, but yes, there is. Linda, I like John Travolta, but don't like his involvement in recruiting people into the cult. Linda, I was obsessed with John Travolta, obsessed with him. I love Saturday Night Fever. I love Grease. But he is a Scientologist. Some know my name is Helen, but there are more than one Helen. So best to call me Angel or I won't know. Okay, I'm going to call you Angel. No problem. That's fine. Right. Marriott, let's have a look. I think Priscilla and Bridget are full of blah, and I'm sticking to it and not giving them more power than it's already given. That's fine, Monica, that's fine. We completely respect your opinion. I have seen pics of the kid Ben, but he doesn't look like him, like a Presley, and we know the genes are strong. Nat TV, I've looked at the pictures and I agree. He doesn't look anything like him. I would say he looks like a cross between John Travolta and Kelly Preston. Kelly Preston's stunning, beautiful lady, wasn't she? And God rest her soul, because she was wonderful. But I agree. She looked, that little boy, and I think he's 13 now, isn't he? Looks nothing like Elvis. Yeah? Or Priscilla. Or Riley. Or Lisa Marie. Louis, I'm not saying if it's true or not. Yes, Vicenza, yes, I agree. Let's wait. Thank you, Vicenza. Okay, right, let me carry on reading this thing. It's probably gone now, isn't it? Yes. I'm going to have to get it back up. Right, okay. It's not actually that long, this write-up. So let me just right. So Cruz has responded with the new version of the lawsuit, which contains a bombshell. In order to prove that Priscilla has ties to Florida, her new lawsuit claims that Elvis and Priscilla have a grandchild living in Florida today. Presley has deep personal ties to Florida. Her late daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, lived in Florida in addition to a grandchild, the grandchild of Elvis Presley, who still resides in Florida today. Lisa, who died in January 2023, was the only child of Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley and Lisa's 3 children. Riley Q and twins Finley and Harper all live in California. And then obviously it mentions that Ben died in 2020. Priscilla Presley now has 20 days to respond to the court about this document. Now, this is how we're going to find out, isn't it, guys? The judge is basically saying to Priscilla Priscilla, is this true? Isn't he? He's saying, you got 20 days to tell me if this is true. So we're going to find out, guys. We're going to find out. So really, we need a press release from Priscilla. I mean, could you imagine how Priscilla feels if it is true? This is big news, isn't it? So really, Priscilla is due a big interview, a massive press release. My God, I tell you what, the book From Here to the Great Unknown was massive, wasn't it? It's like, oh my God, the revelations in that book are just amazing. Yeah, all the details that we're getting from that book are just blowing us all away as Elvis fans. But then this comes out. It's just like Elvis. Oh my God, Elvis must be turning in his grave. He must why is Elvis so relevant 47 years after he died? It's like, I'm how can I say it? I nearly said I love it. I don't know if that's the right way of putting it. I'm blown away by all of this. Yeah. I didn't know when I started my little Elvis channel. Yeah. I didn't know all this was going to happen. It's like, what is happening? It's like there's an earthquake happening around anything Elvis. It's like, it's going to keep us busy, guys. It's going to keep Team Elvis busy. Oh my God. I'm quite daunted by it. Guys, I've only read one chapter. of this book. I don't have any time to read chapter 2. I have no time. I still haven't finished this book. I'm on chapter 17. Now keep going. I'm only up to chapter 6 on this book. And lovely Linda sent me this book, and I haven't even started it yet. Yeah? Linda Thompson's book. And we've still got our little baby book, A Rough Guide to Elvis Presley, that is £3 on Amazon. We've only read 2 pages of that. Guys, we're never going to do it, are we? Oh my God, yeah, Linda, World War III. I don't know where to start. Yeah, it's like, hang on, and guys, we've still got Priscilla's book to come out, and we've still got Navarone's book to come out. Priscilla's book, which I think, did they say it's, when was it? Is it November? No? When's Priscilla's book coming out? And then we've got Navarone's book. It's like, Vincenzo, I don't read books. These books were given to me. I tell you what I do, Vincenzo, I read 2 pages and I put it down and I go, ugh. I'd rather listen to the audio. Let's have a look. Remember, I left school when I was 15. I ain't no book reader. Let's have a look. Priscilla now has 20 days to respond to the court about the document, and until she does, or until Bridget Cruz brings evidence to the court backing up her claims, we are not going to engage in speculation about who the grandchild is. We understand that the speculation is only natural in a case like this, but we prefer to stick to the facts. And the cold, hard fact now is that Priscilla Presley has less than 3 weeks to answer this stunning claim about her having a grandkid in Florida. Okay. Now, I was just thinking, there's another link, and I just wanted to read it, a bit of it, just to see if we can just familiarize ourselves with the Bridget Cruz case. Before I start reading it, I want to just check your comments. Linda, just those 1, 2, 3, just those 5 books, and I do have the Michael Edwards book, 6 books, will keep me going for the rest of my life. I'm not saying it's true. I'm leaning more that it is not true. This is Dan. How does someone think up a story? It's pretty remarkable. Yeah. Elvis is definitely the greatest of all time. Louis, do you have no? Let's have a look. Right. So Just Rube says they are deflecting from Lisa's book and they are doing a good job. Right. Well, I don't agree with that. I'll tell you why. Because this is ongoing. This Bridget Cruz trial is ongoing. It's been, I don't even know when it started, but it just, you know, the book was going to come out, wasn't it? Regardless of this trial. So I don't think this is a deflection. I do think that that Bridget Cruz sort of putting this information out there on Benjamin's birthday was a bit odd. Yeah, Benjamin Storm, Lisa Marie's son that unfortunately passed away. The fact that it was released on his birthday, that was a bit odd, I thought. What I do not understand is why would the families want to hide such great, wonderful news from another new member in the Elvis bloodline? Do you know what, Natividad? That's a very good point. If it is true, why has it been hidden? I would say because it was an agreement between John Travolta and Kelly Preston that they wanted it kept secret because Lisa Marie agreed to it as a very, very close family member. And I said this before, guys, that Lisa Marie, when Jet died, the 16-year-old boy of John Travolta and Kelly, was with them at the funeral and traveled with them to the funeral. So they are very close. Lisa Marie, and I think Priscilla as well, are very, very close to John Travolta and Kelly Preston. God rest her soul. The poor lady died from breast cancer. So let's keep going. I will not support either one. Yeah, no, but we're going to review them, Deborah. We're going to have to review these books. This is how we defend Elvis. We use the lies. Yeah. Now look, this book here, Elvis and Me, which you guys know how I feel about it. It's just a load of rubbish, and it is full of lies, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. We use this to defend Elvis because we pick out the lies and then we expose the lies on our live streams. So we need the bad books. We need them. Yeah. Don't forget, even this book, I know that this exposes a different side to Priscilla when she was a teenager, but there's lots of other information in this book that we use to get to the truth. You know, we use the bad stuff to help us. So Marion says Priscilla and Navarro's book will not defend Lisa. I'll tell you what, it's going to be very interesting what they do say, isn't it? I will not support either one. Let's have a look. You could do a cover for Lisa's book so you don't spill coffee over it. You could do with a cover for Lisa's book so I don't spill my coffee on it. Do you know what? £12.50 delivered the next day. £12.50. Nothing. I could buy 10. Everyone would be worth it. Let's have a look. Valvis. Well, think about all the other weird things people make up. Let's have a look. Right. I don't read books normally as it just winds me up. But Lisa's, I've made an exception and now proudly have the book. Yeah, and it's a brilliant book. I've read, I would say I've only read about 4 chapters, really, sort of skimming, but I've listened to the audio version all the way through in bits. It's completely free on YouTube. I just go to bed, I stick it on, and I listen to it while I'm asleep. So, and also I've watched a lot of the reviews of From Here to the Great Unknown. There's loads now. If you want to get a good feel or a good idea of the book From Here to the Great Unknown, there's about 15 good reviews now reviewing that book, and you get a good feel for it. You know, you get all the main highlights. Let's have a look. So it's hidden because John and Kelly, the official parents, even if the egg is donated by Elvis, a family member. Hidden for privacy of all. Will just make myself buy those books. I will take another word for it. Linda, Angel, I'm the same. I hate reading anything that says horrible lies about Elvis. Well, Linda, I have to read these things because then I can defend them. Yeah, defend the bloodline. That's what, you know, we're called Defending Elvis Presley. So, but we are also an Elvis channel, so we cover all topics. Buy me a copy then, Mr. Louis, because I'm broke these days. Come on, you can afford £12.50. You can. I tell you what, Monica, you can have my book when I finished it. I think on the way that I read, because I hate reading and I'm a terrible reader, I might have finished this within 5 years. Within 5 years, I'll finish that book and you can have it. Yes, Angel, thank you. Sounds lots of my time watching anything. I hate thinking $1 of my money going to Presleys or Navarone. Louis, imagine if Elvis had lived and written a biography. I would have loved that. The audio book is in Spotify. I think it's free. I think if you log in, you get it, don't you? Even Amazon, there's a link. If you log into it, sign up for a month that's free, read the book, and then, yeah. I hope it's true. Oh my, what a tangled web we weave. Get Prissy out of Florida, poor child. I understand, Louis. Let's have a look. So I know, Louis, it has to be done, but I just hate it. Yeah, I understand, Linda. The books are all garbage, what they say. I'm kidding, Mr. Louis. I'll take it someday when you're done. Okay, it's a date. 5 years from now. I'll never read a book. So, Louis, which written parts are Lisa and which Riley? Can you tell me, please? Oh, God. You're on about the infamous dots. Let me just show you. Let's have a look. Where are we? Let's find them, guys. These bits. You're on about these bits. Yeah? Let me show you. Yeah? It does give you instructions at the beginning. So you're going to have to work it out for yourself, Angel Eyes. And I get confused. I read it. I have no idea who's talking, whether it's Lisa or Riley. I'm like, it's confusing. You're asking the wrong person. Angel small print is Riley. There we go. Linda. Small print is Riley. Thanks, pal. Right, I'm going to read a little bit of this and I'm going to go, guys. A past friend of Priscilla Presley has claimed in court documents that she and her late husband, Elvis Presley, have a secret grandchild living in Florida. Bridget Cruz put forth this claim in an updated complaint filed on October the 17th during her legal dispute with 79-year-old Priscilla Presley. Initiated a lawsuit against her former business partner in July for $1 million, citing elder abuse. Now, don't forget, that was more of a counter, wasn't it? So you had Bridget, had the original lawsuit, and then Priscilla countersued, claiming that she's owed $1 million in compensation. And she sued not only Bridget Cruz, she also sued Bridget Cruz associates. Now, supposedly, this is outside of GWS auctions. Now, if you want to look up GWS auctions, guys, it's just go on Google, type in GWS auctions. It comes up in the search. Type in, once you get into the auction site, GWS auctions, in their search, type in Elvis items and thousands come up. There are thousands of Elvis items as we speak being auctioned off in GWS auctions. Bridget Cruz's and her associates auction site. But I have seen a release that says that Bridget Cruz now is distancing herself from GWS auctions. Look, if I sit over here, we'll get out of the sun. Come on, the sun's following me, guys. Right, we're over here. We're over here. Yeah. See, look, I'm beating the sun. Presley maintains strong personal connections to Florida. According to Bridget's complaint, her late daughter Lisa Marie lived along with the grandchild of Elvis and Presley, who continue to live in Florida today. This suggests that Lisa Marie, the former couple's only child, may have had another child that the public is unaware of, in addition to the 4 children they already have. Now, this clearly is saying grandchild, Lisa Marie's egg, isn't it? There's no mention of Riley here. So this is why Aaron off the Scientology channel could be wrong, because I'm pretty sure he was suggesting, yeah, I'm pretty sure that he was suggesting that it was Riley. So I'm leaning that it's Lisa, if it's true. Right, so Lisa Marie had a daughter, Riley Q, and the late son, Benjamin Q, with the first husband, Danny Q. They were married in October 1988 and divorced in 1994. Lisa Marie Presley, known for her song, The Lights Out, tied the knot with legendary pop icon Michael Jackson in May 1994, just 3 weeks after divorcing Danny. Let's have a look. Unfortunately, their marriage lasted less than 2 years, ending in August 1996, and they did not have any children. Obviously, they're talking about Michael Jackson. In January 2008, Lisa Marie married her third husband, Michael Lockwood. The couple welcomed twin daughters, Finley and Harper, on October the 7th, 2008. Lisa Marie filed for divorce in 2016, citing irreconcilable differences, but the legal proceedings weren't completed until 2021. Tragically, Elvis and Priscilla's only child passed away on January the 12th, 2023, at the age of 54. The cause of Lisa Marie's death was later identified as complications from a small bowel obstruction. I'm just telling you what you already know, yeah? Throughout her life, Lisa Marie never mentioned having a secret child in her memoir, From Here to the Great Unknown, which she started before her passing and was later finished by her daughter Riley, who is 35. The book was released on October the 8th. Lisa Marie Presley, known for her songs Lights Out, tied the knot with oh, we've already read that. Why is it repeating that? I don't know why it's repeating that for. Presley was in the process of searching for a permanent residence in Palm Beach area. She requested that her belongings be relocated to Florida. So this is Priscilla, where they were stored at no expense to facilitate her move. The court filings noted in the year leading up to the filing of the complaint, Presley made multiple trips to Florida and continues to do so regularly. On October the 19th, Tony Ortega reported on the lawsuit, which includes details about alleged secret grandchild. Now, I'm not sure how serious people take Tony Ortega, so that's an interesting one. Lisa Marie's experience with the Church of Scientology highlighted, we know that Lisa's daughter Riley Keel resides in California, not Florida, and that her son Benjamin passed away in 2020. Tony Ortega added, the lawsuit references Riley a few times, but it's evident that the grandchild in Florida mentioned is not Riley. Lisa's younger twin daughter, Finley and Harper, live with their father, Michael Lockwood, in California. The lawsuit suggests that Lisa may have had another child who is currently living in Florida, and that this grandchild is the one of the reasons Priscilla has strong connections to the state. Right. So come on, guys. It is leaning towards Lisa. So the people that think it's Riley, it does seem that it's Lisa. Yeah. If it's true. Yeah. In her lawsuit against Bridget, Priscilla alleged that she and several former business partners defrauded her of $1 million, which is the same amount that the author of the Elvis and Me claimed was taken from her. The case stems from a carefully orchestrated, reprehensible scheme by the defendants to exploit an elderly woman by earning her trust. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think that Priscilla I don't agree with this elder abuse stuff. I don't. She's up together, guys. She's not a frail dementia woman. No offense to anyone that has that, but come on, elder abuse. I know that she's 79, but come on, she's going strong, isn't she, guys? She's got all her faculties. Right. So the case stems from a carefully orchestrated and reprehensible scheme by the defendants, so basically Bridget Cruz, to exploit an elderly woman, Priscilla, by earning her trust. I don't think that happened. Yeah. Just an opinion. Cutting her off from the closest relationships and misleading her into thinking that they would care for her both personally and financially, while their true intention was to strip her of every last dollar that she possessed, according to the court. The documents obtained. Now, these are the associates. So it's Bridget Cruz. Don't forget, Priscilla is claiming is countersuing Bridget Cruz and Kevin Fialco and Varhe Sicilian, Lynn Walker, right? So, you know, there's 4 of them. They are named as the defendant. So Priscilla is, you know, claiming elder abuse of 4 people. So, you know, that was interesting, guys. So that's that. So, you know, a question we ask Team Elvis is, this is what I say to you guys. Did Priscilla change her mind with these contracts with Bridget Cruz and her associates? She, you know, Bridget Cruz has told us on here 4 contracts were signed. 4. They agreed many, many things. Bridget Cruz, I think, was even involved in the promotion of the Priscilla film by Sofia Coppola. Part of the deal was that. Not in the making of it, but in the promoting of it. Yeah? Merchandising of it. So I still think we've been here for an hour and a half. I've got to go now and walk the dogs, but I still think I'm going to do a run as well. But I still think we don't know. We don't know. I will say that Bridget Cruz must be pretty stupid to be lying to a judge in Florida, Orlando. Yeah, it's quite a big risk, isn't it, for Bridget Cruz, who is a very, very successful businesswoman worth millions, a famous auctioneer around the world, mind, to lie to a judge, to bring up this, you know, to basically let the world know that there is a grandchild of Priscilla and Elvis. Don't forget, this will be an heir to Graceland, possibly. It will mean there's 4 grandkids. For Bridget Cruz to say that in a lawsuit, a reputable, famous, wealthy auctioneer to say that, it could be true, guys. It could be true. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, Linda says put in jail for perjury. This is come on, guys. I'm not going to belittle this. I know that another show dismissed it like it was garbage, but guys, I put myself. I have businesses. I tell you now, I would not lie to a judge. I would not lie to a judge because you're risking everything. Don't forget, Bridget Cruz is going to have involvement with many businesses. She's a very wealthy woman, yeah. So to go to a judge, I'll tell you, guys. I know I keep shaking my head. It could be true, couldn't it? Could be true. Come on. Has anyone changed their mind? Right now, I'm asking you guys now. Have any of you changed your mind? Do any of you think it could be true? Well, just Rubes, I'll say this to you. The grandchild is going to be living a life of luxury. Yeah, even if, let's give the example, if it is John Travolta's kid, yeah, just maybe. Well, he's famous already. If it's Elvis and Priscilla's grandkid, or Lisa Marie's secret's kid, they're famous already. They're going to have a luxurious life. So Just Rube says it could be true. Monica says Bridget will have to deal with the Travoltas. Well, yeah, because if it's true, she's let the cat out the bag. She's grasped up John Travolta's secret. Yeah. So we need a press release from John Travolta to say if there's any truth to this, don't we? Hi, Chicky Blue. Chicky Blue, you're a bit late. Bridget has put anything out there and putting her reputation out there and could get a lot of backlash. Yeah, Pat, that's it. That is what's making me think this may be true. Exactly what you just said, Pat. Oh, that's a good. Amanda says, is Bridget Cruz Scientology? I can't answer that, but it could be possible, couldn't it? Could be. Vincenzo, yes. Why would she lie? Why would she lie? Deborah, I don't think we'll get involved with any of this. John Travolta, well, he's drawn into it, isn't he? Because if it is John Travolta's kid, he's involved, Deborah. I was at a late morning, Chicky Blue. Don't worry, we love to have you, but I am going now because I'm going to walk the dogs and go for a run. Hi, Teresa. I have to come back to the why would she lie bit because she's so successful and well known, and she's not just lying to her mate. She's lying to a judge. This is different. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the show. I'm getting out, so I think we have to do another part to this. So this is part 4. I think we need a part 5, and I'll tell you why, because I think we will get some press releases, whether it be from John Travolta or from Riley or from Priscilla. I think there's more to come. So we're going to have to do a part 5. We're going to have to do a part 5. I don't think I'm doing another live. If I do, I'll let you all know. There's a small chance I will do one more live. I don't think so, but who knows, guys? I hope you've enjoyed this. If you like what I do, get us coffee, send us a super thank you or a super thanks, and become a member. It's only $1 a month. And guys, I love you all. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it, all of you. Seriously, guys, this isn't work for me. This is heaven. Sitting with you guys, having a coffee, and just chilling, talking about Elvis. Come on, the Elvis world. This is just heaven for me. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all later. Take care. Carry on chatting, guys. Carry on chatting.